Alright, so here I have the setup we have inside for collecting the soot from cleaning the chimney. So a couple people asked about cleaning the chimney and kind of what that looks like whenever I did the videos about the furnace. So here I have just a quick video of cleaning it and kind of what's involved. So at the beginning there, we just go high tech and put in a couple of 5-gallon buckets to catch the soot. And then use an extension ladder to get up on the roof. So we always clean from the top down. I know that they sell devices that you attach to a drill that you kind of push from the bottom up, but we always get on the roof and kind of go from the top down and just let everything fall down and let gravity work. Ignore the can, that's for a different project, just taking it up with me while I was going up. So essentially just have these fiberglass rods and the spline ball. And here with the pitch of our roof and everything and where it's located, so just have the top cap. And then there used to be more sections going up, but it didn't need to be that tall as long as the top of the chimney is above the roof of the house. That will allow all the smoke and everything to go up and out. And you don't kind of create a back pressure from not being tall enough. These are just turns there, so you just kind of do a quarter turn that unlocks it, and then just setting that on a roof vent so it doesn't fall down, and we'll clean it at the end. So these all just thread together. So just put the spline ball on the end. And it's metal. They make fiberglass ones. We find the metal ones work a little bit better. And then these fiberglass rods you just twist together, and typically once you kind of get it in, you just kind of put one on at a time, and it does take all of these to get for our length chimney. So we do use this double-walled chimney pipe all the way up. And basically just working that up and down, so you'll go through and put all these on, and once you get to the bottom, the bucket also kind of acts as a stop, so you can kind of let that brush fall into the bucket if you're not sure exactly where the end is. Done this enough over the years that kind of have a pretty good idea on that last rod where it's gonna, where that break point is of going all the way down. But if you misestimated or whatever, it would just fall into that bucket that is collecting everything from the chimney here. So kind of let it go down and then just pull up, and typically do about 2 sections at a time coming back up. Can unthread them, and then basically just do this, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times, just kind of seeing how much you're getting back out. As you do this, you can have a draft up, and some of the soot as you're cleaning it will want to kind of draft back out the chimney. So I guess something to be cognizant of as you're doing this, to make sure you're not breathing all that in as it breaks apart. So I'll go ahead and speed up the rest of this just because it's the same process over and over, but we do this about 3 or 4 times, and you know, just trying to break all that apart, let it fall down. You know, if you have too much buildup, you can have a chimney fire. So for this instance, we went all season. So we did it at the beginning and then again at the end. Depending on the type of wood we're burning and you know how much kind of buildup we feel like we have, we may do kind of a mid-season if we have kind of a moderate day to where we don't have a fire at all. We may run the brush again. So then come up and do this last piece. So you can see there on the roof kind of the amount we get out of it just from this little section. So you can imagine in all, you know, 24-ish feet what that is. Okay, so just got it cleaned. He's gonna try to shine a light up because you can't really see, just a dark hole, but try to get some footage of inside after it's been cleaned. Then basically we just have this section, this short section that we take off, and then the top cap. Just run through the brush. That'll all get rinsed off in the rain. So basically these just go on and twist, put it back on. So we just took the cap off the bottom and then put some buckets underneath I showed before, and then just run that brush up and down a handful of times, and then that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll show you what's in the bucket afterwards. So what we got, that is the one thing, whenever we redo and do this at the 100 acres, all of this part will be through the wall and outside, because you can see like doing this is all just covered in soot. So take the vacuum, get all this vacuumed up, but that is one thing we do differently, is kind of this messy part move outside. So like whenever you clean, all of this would be outside, but I don't think we've done it in between. I think we did it at the beginning of the season. That's what we got. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it takes to clean the chimney. So thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.